Today we are just north of Rocky Mountain National Park. It is the morning. We are going into the Colorado wilderness because there's a B-17 crash site from 1943 that I just have to go see, and I'm bringing you guys along with me. Can you believe this is my background? This is what I get to look at for breakfast. Unbelievable. We finally made it to the trailhead. Luna is chomping at the bit to get started. It's quite windy. We're up high in the mountains, and it's pretty cool too. We are at one of Colorado State's mountain campuses. I don't know if you can see that CSU, but way up in the mountains, Colorado State seems to have a campus up here. There's some semi-dark clouds behind me, which makes me just a little bit nervous, but we will see how those roll in. I do believe we are on the right trail. Twin Lakes, Stormy Peaks, B-17 crash site. Okay, so the little bit of backstory that I was able to look up. This B-17 was on a nighttime training mission in 1943 from South Dakota to Lower Reef Field, which is in Fort Collins. Quick editing side note, after some further research, Lower Reef Field was actually a suburb in the Denver area. That's where the airfield was. So when I say Fort Collins or Boulder, I do not mean that. It's actually a suburb in Denver. Keep that in mind going forward. Back to the video. And it was nighttime. And I guess on this particular night, it was raining or snowing or a little bit of both, which made obviously visibility pretty tough. As they were nearing Fort Collins, they must have just been too low of an elevation, around 11,000 feet, and the B-17 bomber just smacked into the side of Sugarloaf Mountain, north of the Rocky Mountains. She's a great trail dog because she'll run down the trail, give her a little bit of time, and she comes back every time like, hey, are you coming? Also pretty unique. It looks like this is the original wagon road into Ute Valley. You think about this and look at this trail. It is not like a road. You got wooden wheels. Everybody's on a wagon, you got horses. Like how was that even possible? The resilience of our ancestors, it's truly unbelievable. Hey, come on. Come on. That's not the trail, Luna. Come on. Oh, you're so good. Come on, keep it going. We are making our way. See your spot, Luna? She's trucking up this, but this is quite the elevation. My calves are on fire. It seems like the final ascent is like a 6 to 8% grade up. Whew, it's just steep, but I love it. I love the burn. I thought of a messed up joke. They couldn't have crashed at a lower altitude. That's just a joke. It was 80 years ago. I hope that's not too soon. Got a nice, beautiful stream. Crystal clear water for Luna to drink from. This is a great hike. I love this. You know, I was wondering how the hell was there a stream that goes perfectly alongside the trail for a good bit of this, but looks like they diverted it to follow the trail, which makes sense. Kind of lost for a second. I wonder which way to go. This arrow that's made completely of rocks is telling me to continue go straight down this trail. You can probably hear the wind roaring up. Oh, geez. All right, we got our next little direction. Follow that trail now. We're getting close. All right, I'm seeing the first pieces of shrapnel or debris of the plane wreck. So we're about to be here. It feels weird already. Wow, there's just pieces splayed everywhere. Look at the frame. This looks like a wing or something like that. There's looks like to be the main part. Down here a bit. Luna, come on. Look at that. Look at all these pieces. There's something over there. Looks like the main part of the plane potentially. Now we're seeing some more of the actual, looks like framing of the plane. I'm no expert, so correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, look at that. Very interesting. You wonder if it came in, you know, from here. Yeah, it must have. It just exploded into the rocks. Wow, that's crazy. You can kind of tell the two wings right here and the actual body of the plane. It's just everything. It's just absolutely shredded to pieces. Unbelievable. So much just straight carnage. Very sad. Very sad. Looks like there's some stuff down here still. You just can continually walk down and just more and more pieces of shrapnel all around. There's some more bits of just absolutely crumpled up metal, just destroyed. It's so crazy that this has been sitting here for 80 years, unmoved. Let's see if we can go higher and see if there's another angle. Okay, here's a view from the top of the wreck. You can see everything's kind of splayed out. I'll zoom in for you guys. There's that main plane body. We got a whole bunch of shrapnel. I don't know what half of this stuff is. I look something to do like a wheel. We got like a motor thing. More carnage right down there. From the looks of everything, it looks like the plane came in, must have made impact right on here, and everything, all the shrapnel exploded and came up this mountainside and that's where everything kind of now lays. Let's go look at some of this stuff up close and personal. It's kind of treacherous hiking. It's like a huge rock bed, so you got to be very careful with every step you make. And it's also an interesting thing to note, there's no trees anymore, so I wonder if the trees were taken out from the pure forest, or it's just because this was a rock slide. In general, there's no trees here. Now, I have really no idea what this is. It looks like something to do with an engine, if I had to guess. There's like, what, 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like there's 9 outputs on here. Maybe it's like a... I'm not even going to try to guess what this is. If there's any airplane experts, you can tell me what this is, but it's quite an interesting looking thing. It seems to be right next to it, so not sure. And then this giant leg arm thing. This certainly was something to do with the wheel. I would assume the landing gears. As you can see here, kind of looks like just a wheel in general. Let's keep going. Come on, Luna. You can do it. You can find a way around it. I have faith in you. Here's another one of these pieces of equipment that's got the 9 things coming out of them. Just more shrapnel as we make our way down even further. Come on. You can do it, Luna. Good girl. She just wants to follow me everywhere I go. She is my adventure pal. Here's yet again another piece of whatever I'm calling this. This is the 3rd one we found now. Another landing gear, it looks like. And this is what it looked like. It's absolutely wild just how much of this is just tattered to pieces. Just everything is just crumpled like a can, like you just put a can in a can presser. It's all just destroyed. I wonder what the material was that the plane was used. I mean, just so much debris. All these pieces. It's as you go further and further down, it seems like more of the plane body is kind of down lower. You can see here. I did pick up some information from somebody who just came up while I was leaving. She seemed to know a lot. She said those 9 cylindrical things were actually the gunners where they'd load bombs. So I guess that's what it was. And the other little tidbit I picked up was that they assumed that the altimeter on the B-17 was just totally wrong, because there'd be no reason at all that plane should be flying that low. And then the last thing I picked up was that it has been a historic crash site since the 1990s. So that means for about 50 years, people could have come up here and taken things. So who knows how many things and artifacts were taken from the crash site up until the 90s. And now, from the 90s on, it has been a historic site where you cannot take anything from it. The funny thing is I almost contributed to the crash site with my drone. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It is my passion in life to explore and adventure as much as possible, starting with Colorado, then eventually doing as much of the country as I can. And the ultimate goal is the world, exploring as much of the world as possible. So if you enjoyed this video, give it a like. Leave a comment if you got any hidden gems or places you would want me to go explore next. And lastly, you better hit that subscribe button. I will catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.